All right, guys, so let's continue working with this porcelain clay. Let me show you what I got out. Now, I'm really mad because I was trying to use my embossing folders for the Cuttlebug. Now, I do have one. Now, I didn't know you can get a C plate and do die cuts on here. I didn't know that, but it was the Cricut Cuttlebug, I think it was. But anyway, I got both B plates, but I do remember seeing an A plate, and I can't find it. And I'm like, well, where the heck is the A plate? I had to do the two B plates, but not the A plate. So I have to find it. I don't know where it's at. But anyway, I don't think I would have been able to use it anyway, because I wanted to put, what do you call it? Like to put this, I'm just going to try a little piece. This like inside the folder, like in one of the little things like this, and see if I can get it on the dress without it sticking on here. And I said, no, I got a feeling if I run it through the Cuttlebug, I might not be able to take it out. So I'm just gonna see like this. Let me see. 'Cause that was my main concern. Oh yeah, it came out. And I said, if I put it through the machine, I might not be able to get it out. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so it did work. Okay, so I'm not gonna run it through the machine. I don't think I want to do that. But I just wanted to put some texture on top of the dresses that I made. Let me try this again. I want to make sure that I can get a good impression. And again, I want to make sure it comes out. So, yeah, perfect. Now, I don't want to cut it out. Now, I already made, what do you call it? Two dresses. These were the templates, the prints that I made. I already traced it. I already copied them. And then I cut some out from, let me see, ones like that. Then here's another one. Now on the pictures, it has, it has all the ruffles, but because I'm just doing the outline, okay, I'm just doing the outline. So I'll be doing the ruffles with the fondant, with the porcelain clay, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'll be getting this, right? How does this table get so dirty so fast? Okay. And then I'll cut a small piece out. See how it's like really, really like, really sticking. I don't know why. It shouldn't be that sticky, but anyway, that's fine. So then I'm going to pinch it, right? Like that, more or less. Or I can do it another way too. I can go back and forth and, and make little waves. It all depends how you wanna do it. Other people use like different methods. It has to be really, like really thin in order to do it. This one broke. And then you just, like crumble it. Okay, and then you just put it on a dress. Okay, like, or whatever, because it would be considered like a ruffle. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet because I don't really want to do that on the dress yet because I have to wait until they dry. So I'm not doing that yet. But, so what I'm doing right now is tracing. So you already have two of them already cut out. So this is how they look. They look like, you know, like cookies. You know how you do the cookies? They look like that. So this one, of course, this one. Now I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna do 4 of them. And I had to use a lot of what do you call it? I couldn't trace this. I wanted to trace it, but like I did last time, but the pencil, it wouldn't let me do it. So I said, fine, I won't do it then. So I did have to use a little bit more, what do you call it? I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't stick to the table, thank God. So this is the other one that I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put it here, and then I'll do the last one. But for some reason I could not. It wouldn't let me trace it with the pencil. So I said, okay, fine. Like I did with the other one, I was able to trace it. This one wouldn't let me. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna. So what I ended up doing, I just ended up scoring it with the pencil. That's what I did. Trying to get the same effect without losing the design. Okay, so I already did the scoring. Now I'm going to take it out, and that's how it's going to look. Now, again, I did have a little bit of trouble trying to cut it out because it wouldn't let me. It kept getting stuck to the scissors. So I was like, it's not letting me cut it out. And I kept getting stuck. I had to keep, you know, cleaning the scissors. Oh, that one fell. Oh, let me grab it before it falls on the floor. And I had to keep pulling it away because I need that ruffle. Kept pulling away, and I'm like, what the heck? All right, now I'm gonna have to go this way. All right, oh shoot, that one fell. Yes, I couldn't get how I wanted it, so it's kind of hard to get what you want when you have to, when the scissors don't work with you. I'm like stuck. All right, now it kind of came out okay, but not really. I'm just going to try to manipulate it a little bit. Okay. So I don't know how well it's going to dry. We'll see. Again, it's just working with it, just practicing. So that's 3, and I don't know. We'll see if we can. What happened to the bigger part? Yeah, I did want it to fall. I didn't want to get. Oh man, this one got a lot of stuff on it. I don't know what it was on there. I don't know what I put. It was some kind of powder. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can do the last one. So far I have 4 dresses. And I am going to paint them. And that's because I'm not worrying about them having stuff on it. Because I'll probably paint them like purple, you know, black, you know, some dark blue, whatever. Okay, so this one I'm going to roll out again. Let me try to pick these up a little bit. And make the other one a little thicker. A little thicker this time. So again, I'm just manipulating the, what do you call it, trying to make them not too thick. I don't want them to be, I don't want them, because I don't want them to curl. If they're too thick, they might, I mean, if they're too thin, they might curl. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm really pissed I wasn't able to, you know, use the pencil like I did with the other one. I guess maybe I needed some more cornstarch. I don't know. I had to score it. I should have used an X-Acto knife for this one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? I'm just going to peel it right off the board. That'll work. I think that was a better idea. Instead of trying to cut it out, right? Okay. Problem is, will I be able to take it off? That's the problem. So I gotta... Ah, shoot. Okay. Let's see if I can peel it off without making a mess. Ah, Jesus. Come on. Okay. I just gotta peel it. Okay, cool. So that kind of worked a little bit. Okay, so instead of cutting it out, I just went around it. So let me clean this up. So I'm gonna definitely need it again. Instead of cutting, this one worked out better because if I tried to cut around it, I don't think it would have worked as well. I don't think I would have gotten, you know, the image. Goes this way, right? How did I do that? Wait, I did it like, did I do it this way? No. Did I do it wrong? No, I did it like that, right? So, yeah, okay. So this is headed upside down. Okay. So, no, actually I cut it this way. I don't know. Anyway. So I could have sworn I did it this way. Oh well. Let me just do it. I mean, let me just keep it this way because I think that's how I had it. That's how I wanted it. Not this way. Well, it's fine that way. Okay, so those are it. Although one is backwards. It's supposed to be the other way around, but that's okay. So I'm gonna put this away. And what I wanted to do, I'll put that away in a second. Okay, now what I wanted to do is that I wanted to emboss the top parts. That's what I want to do. So, let me see, without ruining it. That's what I want. This one's too big. I think it came out on the other side. It came out on that side. Okay, so let me do this again. Okay. All right. That came out okay. I'm trying to see, where's the thick part at? I think it's on this side. And I'm going to do this one. I don't want to push it too much because I don't want to. I didn't want to lose the shape. Oh, I think I did this one wrong. I think I pushed it in too much. Yeah, it's the only thing I was worried about. So I gotta learn not to press too hard. Well, just barely, just enough to give it something on there, right? Okay, I think I pressed this one way too much. All right. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Well, I wanted to get, because I had a feeling if I do it through the machine, I don't think it would have came out the way I wanted it. But at least there's something there. So I'll keep working on that. But it would be nice if I had some kind of like little, the only thing I can think of is using like rubber stamps. That's the only other thing, you know, like little rubber stamps. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I don't think I'd be able to put it through the machine. Alright, well, I tried it and we'll see what happens. What is all of this? Where's this coming from? You know what this looks like? That embossing powder. I never bought any of that stuff. So I don't know why this is here. I've never used that. And I think it's coming out through here. Why would it be in here? I've never used that stuff before. I've never bought embossing, you know, that stuff that you have to use the heating gun with. I've never bought that. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna put that, not these guys, I'm gonna put these away. And I'm gonna put these on parchment paper. I have a little bit left that I do. And I'm gonna sweep all this up. I mean, it doesn't have to be on parchment paper, but. Okay, and then tomorrow we'll see how they dry. I'm hoping that they won't curl up. That's my only problem. So these were the other templates, and I'm going to put them. I have more, right? I have more of them here, but I still have to cut them out. Like, that's what I mean about doing the ruffles. So I'll be doing the ruffles after they dry. So the same one with that one, and I did do a dress form. I cut traced one of those, and then I got this one, and this is just plain. There was nothing on it, but I have to do the ruffles after it dries, and then I have to glue the ruffles on them. And of course, which I didn't do, and I regret doing it right now, I did not make a hole. So I have to make a hole. So I am going to make a hole right in the center. Where should I make the hole? Oh, I forgot to make the hole. All right. I think I'll do a hole right here. Remember, they're going to be they're going to be keychains. Yeah, I really got stuck on here. Come on. That's one thing you got to do right away. You got to make that hole before it dries. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put them on here, and we're going to wait for them to dry, and we'll see how they look like tomorrow in the morning. So at least was able to get a little bit of embossing, not a whole lot, but at least we got something. So okay, give me a second. Okay, so we got those, and look, see what happened here? This is already drying. It's already falling apart. So that's what I mean about trying to manipulate things, because now I have to put something under that before it gets worse. So let me work on that, and yeah. And I have to manipulate that. I have to figure out how to pick that up before it dries up, and then I can glue it down. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be getting the glue out, and I'm going to start gluing this in place. You could kind of see how this kind of like shrunk. Like I said, it's like all the pieces are apart. They're not going to be together. So I'm going to try to glue all these pieces today in a little bit. And then these guys keep curling up. Now, if these were flowers, these would have been great because they curl up, and I constantly have to turn them. I did emboss them, but I don't see the embossing on there anymore. I think it left when I did the when I kept pushing them down. And you can see, where it's still like wet. The white is the part that's still like it's still wet. It's the white part. The brown part, the dark brown, is the part that's dried. Now, in order for me to I have to keep flipping it. And what I think I'm gonna leave the book. I've been using a book to flatten them, and then I try to, take them out. Once they're flat, and I'm using the book that I use for tea time, try to flatten them. And I have no other way to dry them unless I put them in the oven. I don't want to put them in the oven. And so that's the only, and I have to constantly keep putting pressure on them. That's the only way to keep it flat. Porcelain clay could only be used on little things, not big things. So to me, that's the most annoying part about it. You can still feel that they're still soft. But I'm just gonna keep an eye on them like that, because if the only thing I can think of is that making a mirror of two of them and then putting them together like a pillow kind of thing. That's the only way I can think of. So right now, this part right here is dry. This part right here is dry. This. Everything else is still soft. And again, I constantly have to play with them so they can stay flat. I'm gonna keep the book off of them, otherwise they're never gonna dry because the book is covering them. So I'm trying to keep them flat. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for that to dry. Yeah, I think I messed up on this one because I was trying to, I mean, I could have made it thinner, but if I would have made it thinner, it for sure would have curled. It would have curled even more. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to start gluing this one together and we'll see how that one comes out. I don't want to crack this. My only problem, I don't want to crack them. That's why I keep putting the book on top. And then I have to make the ruffles on top of that, and then those have to dry, and then I have to put those on here. I'll figure that out later. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for right now. I don't know. I still have some jewelry that I still want to make, and I still have some knitting that I want to do. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get today. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Whew. Okay, guys, so I had to clean my table and everything like that and get some stuff ready because I'm doing the porcelain heel. Now, I did have to make the thickness for the heel, but, you know, I had to make it really, like, thick. And then I pushed it down like that. And then I traced the, which I think I should have made it thicker because the top part is not that, it's not that wide. But anyway, I made it thick. And then I had to put cornstarch on here because it kept sticking. Well, I made it the width of this, okay? And then I put the cornstarch because the cornstarch was sticking all over to my fingers. I'm like, what? Why is that sticking everywhere? And then I got it all over my pants and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, so this is how it looks like. I don't want to move it because I need to take the heel up by my TV. So that's how it's looking right now. As you can see, it's not really, see how it's too thin on top? But I say, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I'll figure out how to make it more wider on the top. Next time, you know, you're going to go through a lot of trials and errors when it comes to things like this. So I am not going to put this on paper. I put it on paper and it got all stuck to the paper. So I'm not using, maybe I should have used parchment paper or maybe some plastic. I don't know, but I'm not using this again because it all got stuck on my fingers and everything. So now I'm going to put that, again, this is not, I'm using the templates that I made. This is not the original template that, I should have used this. Maybe it would have came off better. I'm going to try that. But this I'm using for the fondant. And it does have its own little thing, and I'm not using, I made one out of cardboard, which just saw. Okay, so I got the heel. I got these two parts. And I gotta work on And yeah, this was getting like so sticky, like it was like really, really sticky. You can even see like it's like wet. And I don't know why it's so sticky. I see, but if you want to get the stickiness off, just yeah, I don't know why it's so wet. Just put more cornstarch on there. That's all you can do. Just maybe it needs to cure more. I don't know, but just put more cornstarch. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in the bag in here. So I had to make another little dome like this because I don't want to use this one. This one's going back with the original. So that's going in here. Okay. So okay, I could leave this out now. I don't need to use that. Now put that in the kitchen. So I had to make my own little dome, which was supposed to look like what I just showed you. So I made it out of those cubes, those Clorox cubes. So that's what I used. I'm just trying to make it even if I can. Yeah, when you get into creating this stuff, you're always trying to find ways to, improvise. Okay, so that's the best I can do. There's not really much else I can do. I just need it to look like a dome. And it's terrible because the more you cut, the more it doesn't look like a dome. Anyway, I'm not gonna go anymore. So it doesn't really look like it, right? Okay, it's getting there. Anyway, oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look right now. That's the shoe. Now the next part, what I want to do is this part. Now again, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to, let me put this back in here. I always do the bands later. I'm not going to worry about the bands just yet, but I am going to do the bands later. So I just really want to get this one because this one is the one that's going to go like this, on top of the shoe. So this one, I'm just going to get a little bit more cornstarch. I'm just going to spread it around here so it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to put cornstarch here because apparently when I did this, it got stuck on here as well. So let's roll this out. Oh, I hope that doesn't fall. Before I couldn't even get it off the table. I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, it just gets stuck to the table and everything. So I think that's enough. And I was using this as a cutting tool. And again, I had to dip it in cornstarch in order to cut it. It's a little better now, but because I kept adding cornstarch to it. It's like it just would not. I kept having a hard time. Trying to cut it. I had to keep cleaning it too. Man, it just keeps getting stuck in there. So I don't know. Maybe it, like I said, maybe I put too much glycerin or too much Vaseline. I don't know. But she's giving me a hard time to cut it. Okay, so there it is. And now I should be able to take this off without no problem. I hope. Okay. Yeah, because it was really getting stuck on there. Okay, so I'm going to try to tweak it a little bit. No, wait. It was this side. All right. Okay. And it was supposed to have that embossing, but I can't really, I don't think I can do the embossing on here. I might be able to. Let me see. Let me see if it'll work. How is it? It might work. Oh, guys, it worked. It worked. Okay, so that worked. So I'll remember to use this again. Okay. I'm just gonna, and now I'm gonna put it on top of here because it, I forgot which way it goes. I think it goes like that. Okay. It goes, I don't, like I said, I could just leave it like that, right? I could just do that and just let it dry. I think I'll do that. I'll just leave it like that. I'll put it up by, I'm sorry, I have my finger on there. I'll just put it up there by my TV and just let it dry like that. And then I'll use this one for the bands. And let me see if I could pick this whole thing up without, oh, that's gonna be tricky. Okay. Again, all this has to dry on top of each other. I might have to do this all over again. Let me see, hold on. Okay, so I got it up here, and it's a far cry from this one. At least it's not split in the back like that one. So far it looks okay. Like I said, I'm going to have to glue this because once this dries, and it all depends how it dries, it could curl up like this one. You see how that one curled up? There's a pretty good chance I could try to keep this on there so it won't curl up. So that's what I'm going to do. So this has to dry overnight. Now, when it does dry, it's not going to stick to each other. It's going to come apart. So what I have to do is just like jewelry, they're components. So once it dries, then I'll glue it together. So right now, and like I said, it's a far cry better than, you know, like this thing, which that was the first one I did, which was like, came out terrible. Oh, because I did it with the, what do you call it? I did it with the with these things. Okay. So, let me put this back. Put all that back where it belongs. And now we are going to do the, I think it's 2 of these. This is good. Where is it? Did I put it away? The leftover fun. Oh, I'm like, here it is. I'm like, what did I do with it? Okay, let's see if this is long enough. This one should be long enough. So again, I'm just gonna put it here. And then I don't know if I'll be able to put both of them on there, but we'll see. Oh, this is gonna be hard to cut. It just keeps sticking. All right, it's the best I can do for right now anyway. And now this is going to have to go like that. And I don't think I'm going to be able to put both of them on here. And so this is going to have to dry. Okay, you have to remember, this is, you can't really smooth this out. It's not like gum paste or fondant. Okay. So I'm just going to be able to do one. I mean, I could use the other one. I think it's no big deal. Okay, so that's how that one's going to be. Okay, I might have to use the other one. So I really want to get all these done. Although I think with this one, I think I'll just see if I can trace it. There's always ways to manipulate stuff. You don't always have to go by, you know, what you see. I think it was better with the scissors. Hey, at least it's not sticking to the scissors. That was interesting. I was sticking more to this than the scissors. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to put all this stuff away. Okay, so I am going to get the other one. I want all these to dry overnight. It's not going to have the embossing on here, so. All right. So this one's going to dry. I'm going to put that up there. And then this is, so I'm going to use both of them. So I'm going to put these two up there as well. Okay. Okay, so that's gonna be it. So hopefully, if with this on here, hopefully it won't curl like that one. But again, this is porcelain clay, so everything, it will not stick. I have to glue everything together once everything is done. So hopefully I could pinch that a little bit. So this I think is going in the back, and then this one is going in the front. But we'll see. I'll try to, if I can glue it on before it actually dries, I might be able to manipulate it, and so that if it, what do you call it, if it gets too hard, it won't break. So maybe I could do it before it really gets hard, and then glue it, and then let the rest cure. Okay, guys, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Wish me luck. Okay, so whew, that's done. Okay, so I'm going to put everything away, and then I am going to clean all this up. And now I have to get some prints out. So let me put all this away. Okay, guys, we'll see you in a bit.